word is a very auspicious word. It's a holy word. Guru. Especially in yogic tradition, it has a greater significance. A person who removes our ignorance. We are here in this embodiment because of certain ignorance. A guru removes that ignorance for us. Guru instructs us. Guru shows compassion towards us. Guru guides us. Guru disciplines us. Guru shows us how to live this life. How to live this life in the true meaning. In Indian scriptures, Guru has been called a washerman also. In old times, the washermen, they wash the clothes with a stick in one hand and then hold the cloth with the other hand, and they'll keep hitting that cloth until that dirt comes out. They say the Guru is like that too. With one hand, Guru gives us grace. Guru shows all the love for us. The way Guru can love, nobody else can love. But the other hand, Guru got to get all the flaws out of us too. That is the symbolic stick in a washerman's hand. Another analogy they use in the old scriptures, potterer. Have you ever seen a person who makes the pottery? With one hand, potter is holding that clay. The other hand keeps on hitting it to mold it. That's what Guru does. Molds our personality. But with love, with compassion. That's why Gurus, they come on this earth. Not because of their karmas. We come over here in these bodies because of our old karmic impressions. Gurus come over here because they have compassion towards us. They want to teach us, hold us. Scriptures also say that there are 3 debts on us as a human being. 3 debts. Debt towards our parents. Parents gave us this body. Pitri rin. Rin means debt. Pitri rin. How do we pay back? By serving our parents, by taking care of them, by following the tradition of our parents. Then there is another debt. It's called Devrin. Who are these Devtas? These elemental forces. The earth, water, fire, air and space. Those are the Devtas. Because then we are surviving. Without these 5, we cannot live. So we have to take care of them. If we pollute them, we are not paying the debt. In fact, we are increasing even more debt. And the third debt is towards the Rishi. It's called the Rishi Rin. Those Rishis, those yogis who wrote the scriptures. So we are supposed to study them, we are supposed to reflect upon them, and we are supposed to practice upon them. So in these 3 debts, Guru's name is not there. If you think about it, parental debt, Devrin, these divine forces, and the Rishi Rin. 3 debts. No debt towards Guru. Why? Because Guru teaches us selflessly, unconditionally, lovingly. There's no debt. We really cannot pay enough. We cannot give enough. Even this body we cannot give. This is worth nothing. So nobody can fulfill that debt. So there's no debt for Guru. This particular day, personally, what does this remind me? Think about it. The love my Guruji gave me, the guidance my Guruji gave me, the knowledge my Guruji gave me. I cannot even imagine this life without it. I would have been wandering in the darkness of this life, feeling lonely in the middle of plenty of externals. But my Guruji showed me I'm never alone. As a little girl, he showed me that. But when I was leaving India, back in 75, just with one word, he told me, Harsh, remember. You remember this mantra, you are never alone. You have the protection on your head always. That was the Guru in my father who protected me. As a father, he couldn't have. As a father, he could have given me plenty of money. As a father, he could have given me some shelter. But as a Guru, he protected me even from there. And he still protects me. That's why this day is very important to me. This day is the most important. We are always asking for grace of our Guru. Guru says, follow these teachings, grace will come. The more we do our duty selflessly, lovingly, the more grace comes. As human beings, we are always afraid. This fear in us is embedded. But my Guruji's words, he says, if you are afraid, you are not a Bhagat, you are not a devotee. Those few words reminds me again and again that if I want to be called a Bhagat, if I love God the way my Guru loves God, then my fear will be gone too. Otherwise, fears are at every level, at the physical level, at the mental level, at the intellectual level. But my Guruji says, God is everywhere. God is with you. You don't have to do anything special. Just remove this ignorance. Just remove this big wall which you have created. You are one with God. These words, simple words of my Guruji, they become true when I follow them. Another lesson I learned ever since I was little. Guruji said, Deho devale prokta. He said this body, God lives in it. Keep this body pure. Just like you take care of the temple outside, church is outside, this body is a temple also. And the way he said it, it took a deeper meaning in my mind. Anytime I put some rotten stuff in this mouth, I remember that there's a God in me. Will I give this to my God outside? No. So why should I give this to my personal God too? If any kind of a negative thoughts come in my mind, there's a God there too. So no negativity in the mind. So these are the simple truths in very simple words. Ever since I was little, my Satguru Dev Ji been telling me. And not only telling me, he practices also. Even at the age of 94, he is serving selflessly. He is taking care of the body the way he tells us also, even now take care of this body. Early in the morning, do the yogic practices. As long as you have this body, this is a temple for you to clean, keep it clean. This is our duty. He does it, so I got to do it too. The day I don't do, that day I don't have any right to call myself his disciple, his shishya, or even to touch his feet. He says, study the scriptures every day. Do the prayers every day, morning and evening. Do the selfless service also. The simple rules he has given to shape this life. He says, in this human body we have come only for one purpose, to move towards perfection. That is the only purpose. Rest are all means, not the end. End is only one, to become one with God, to make ourselves so perfect. And you can move towards the perfection only through these small steps. These little steps in themselves, they don't look that big. But these little steps take us towards godlyhood. That's what my Guruji says. So I take that. The Guru's words are the words of God. Because sometimes we think we can learn through the scriptures. Scriptures can contradict too. Scriptures are very hard to understand. Some scriptures were written long time ago. The language changed. Those examples changed. But the Guru dissects it, simplifies it, so that we can understand. That's what Guruji has done, our Guruji. Gurudev Ji, Satguru Dev Ji. The way your heart wants to call it, you should call, but it's a real relationship. This relationship is going to last until we attain perfection. Other relationships, they are short-lived. This relationship, Guru says, I'm holding your hand. I'll take you towards the perfection. But you have to do your job too. So this day should remind us all what the purpose of life is, what our Guru teaches us, whether we are following the path or not. If we are not, try to hold on to Guru's hand a little stronger. Make a promise to yourself that you will do it, so that you can live this life more fruitfully, more selflessly, more skillfully, so that we can move towards that ultimate goal a little bit closer.